In the criminal justice system, sorcery-based offenses are considered especially heinous. In Moxferry, the dedicated detectives who investigate these vicious crimes are members of an elite squad known as the Special Sorcery Unit, or SSU. These are their stories.
I owe everything to my father. He's always been a source of inspiration to me. As a little girl, he taught me what I need to know to succeed in a city like Moxferry. 1. Don't mix business and pleasure. 2. Do your job and do it well. And 3. Be ruthlessly efficient. After my father was maimed, I was devastated. There were a couple of days when I wasn't sure what I was going to do. Then I remembered his advice. I'm lucky I have a job to do. They offer me protection and freedom to play according to my rules. They always allow me to take care of father, who needs round-the-clock care. Trained staff is not cheap, and most of my salary goes to support him. I've taken on a larger caseload on top of my undercover just to earn more. I'm doing my job and doing it well. Tonight, I'm attending a banquet and auction. There have been reports of illegal sorcery and its powerful crystal that can bend the laws of nature. I believe in my work at the SSU, and keeping powerful artifacts like that out of the hands of citizens and under the protection where they belong is essential to keeping law and order in the city.
As you kind of like raise up your hands and stuff, like Lyra's like and brings out a pistol.
No! My worst nightmare.
She didn't pull the trigger, but she is now pointing it at you, and you're in a desperate position now.
Oh, fuck that. I'm not responding to that really well.
I don't respond to that very well.
Like, don't do anything careless.
Pull out a gun.
Vez, what do you do? There's guns pointing at you from both directions.
I vomit again!
I don't even know if a gun would be a good idea, but it's been something I've been practicing with Mac in the sewers, so I feel pretty confident. Even though
Oh my god!
And like she's drawn down on you, says, "Don't do anything stupid," and you're like slowly, you just pull out the gun.
So what's that under an inventory?
Oh my god!
I'll pick a pistol.
All right. She said, "Don't do anything stupid."
Point a gun back at her. Like, you don't do anything stupid.
I'm not kidding. Vez vomits again.
This is vomit.
So just FYI, she's standing in a pool of vomit.
Oh yeah. I'm trying to think. So because you did something stupid, does you pull the trigger?
Oil slick.
I think that we're
Lyra super violent or not really?
I guess it's up to you at this point.
Would you say Lyra, being a mahjong player, do you think she's more of a strategist or more of somebody who's
okay, I know what she does.
full force?
She's like the person who just follows orders, essentially.
All right.
But
she went up a rank or two from then.
Okay.
Okay, so you pull out a gun, and she pulls out a second gun and points it at Vez.
Okay.
She's like,
Viz vomits.
she shakes.
Pulls out 4 guns.
She's shakes her head. It's like, you're gonna lose. Let's just calm down.
Hey, let's calm down.
Yeah. So I'll reluctantly put down my pistol, but I'm like, fine. I'll say on 3 we'll put the pistols away. All right, 1, 2, 3, and so, I put mine away.
Yeah. She'll holster both of them, but you're like, you can see like with her adventuring gear jacket, like she had pulled open like really quickly, pulled open the shirt, and it was just like
Bunch of guns.
Yep.
Yeah.
And some other accoutrements, but
accoutrements.
Yeah.
Bit of guns probably worth a coin.
It had to be a really good gun if it's worth it.
How about 10 guns?
Probably.
All worth the coin.
Yeah, you too. So this is kind of right now up for you guys to pump or what have you.
Oh.
Yeah, I'd really like to find out, not knowing what you know, that they're all lying. But I'm not very convinced by the other tiefling who's talking crazy science.
Yeah.
And then the who's the other person beside me? The
Reba, who is a half vampire.
Half vampire. Doesn't seem like a vampire of science either.
Yeah, those two probably don't know.
I mean, so I'm just going to continue to try and draw them out by talking science to them and see if they have any clue about science.
Okay. What would you like to roll with that?
I don't really know. I mean, study would seem to be.
Yeah, you could definitely, like, you're inverse spouting what you've studied.
Yeah, so I'm trying to, get their comments to ascertain whether they know anything.
Sure.
2 1s.
Oh.
Made up for all the good rolling. I could assume that I'm coming across creepy as hell.
Yeah.
because, whatever science they may be involved in, I'm like spouting off about dead bodies and my belief that there's little tiny pieces of dead bodies that if you study them, and I think there may be even things swimming in our blood that just all absolute crazy stuff. Can I just resist the effects of my badness right now?
Since it's double ones, pretty much I'm going to advance the clock, and the in fiction that you could resist is Cameron starts questioning you about all the stuff you're he's almost calling your bluff on a whole bunch of stuff actually, and he starts questioning. He's like, are you really Mr. Hivak Morris?
Well, the only one.
The only one that's not thinking. Yeah.
But he is questioning you and
well, yes, who else would I be?
I don't know. I have a bad feeling that you may be lying. And so this is the part you can resist if you want before he kind of escalates to
Guns.
something with you.
Everybody pulls out guns.
And it would
Everybody
be
at the
with-
dinner table.
Oh God.
Creamer throws up on somebody's shoes.
Yeah.
So I forget how I resist.
Oh, resistance.
roll either, I think. I do.
Well, he used resolve.
yeah, it probably
It'd be
either resolve or
insight. Yeah, because he's questioning his intelligence.
no.
Yeah,
So
it's
you can
insight.
pick either one you want. Resolve or insight.
Well, I used study with
Or-
what I was trying
yeah.
to do.
Yeah.
So pretty much if you did,
I have 2 dice in either.
Okay,
it
so pretty
doesn't
much
matter.
fiction-wise,
You
if
get
you did
+1
insight, you're
for
going to be
the
like,
crew.
you start, you get +1. For
I said +1 die.
Yeah. So the RP would be if you do insight, you're going to try to really give out info that's really obscure.
Yes. I'm going to try and prove the depth of my knowledge to a disbeliever. It's very important to me that he understands the tiny things swimming in our bloodstream. A 5.
So you only take 1 stress.
I take one.
And you get really asinine, whatever you've made up, and he's like, he couldn't call you on that, and he says oh, you truly must be Hivak Morris then.
If only we could see the smallest things, we would be amazed at the effects they have on our bodily systems. They disrupt our fluids.
Fluids.
Nice. What do you do, Iora?
I got no information out of that shit.
No.
I'm addressing Kaylin here. It appears as though our dinner party's been severed in twain. So I guess it's just the 6 of us down here on this end. Are you familiar with a game called Never Have I Ever?
Oh my God.
I heard of it as a child, but I've never played it.
Well, you just state something that you've never done before, and then see how the others around see what the others say. It's a fun way to get to know each other. And I'll start off. I'll just
right.
kind of show you.
Don't you have to hold up fingers, and then people around go? You know the game, right?
Not necessarily. I
Okay,
mean,
so,
not in that sense. No.
So
Tell
the
me.
real game is so you're supposed to see if I never have I ever smoked weed,
Okay.
and anybody who around the table has to put down a finger.
Okay. Yeah.
It's like a drinking
that
game.
way.
yeah.
almost, too.
Okay. Sure.
So you'd play it that way?
Yeah.
So
I mean,
everyone,
we can do it that way. I mean,
Whatever.
we'll let you get more information that way.
Right. Never have I ever been to an auction that wasn't attempted to be hijacked by illegitimate criminals.
Wow.
That's oddly specific.
You should
Yes.
roll your sway first.
See if everybody plays with
Yeah. Oh my! Do you want to push yourself or anything like that?
4 dice.
Oh
I
my
think I'm
God.
Okay.
4.
Yes, I got a 4,
Four.
2, 1, 1.
Okay. All right. Sure. Bum. All right. I know what the thing is.
Okay.
So everybody would be like, "Oh, the jig's up." Oh shoot!
Yep.
Okay. So everyone puts down their fingers.
Yeah.
And everyone except for Kaylin's lying.
Yeah. Wow. Good for Kaylin. Okay.
Or I mean, amongst these 6, right?
Yeah.
Or-
Yeah. No, I mean they're kind of their own
Okay,
thing.
yeah.
Archer, I know for a fact you've been at an auction that was attempted to be hijacked by illegitimate criminals.
Okay. Well, I know for a fact too, Marco Clangley, that you too have been to an auction with criminals.
Well, yes. I said I've never been to an auction that did not end with
Wait, so,
illegitimate criminals.
okay. God,
That was
sorry.
not attempted to be hijacked by illegitimate criminals.
Caught by the double negative.
So they aren't lying, they're just confused.
Yeah. We could still go with they all said, I've never been to a thing that has not been.
Okay.
But you kept your fingers up saying you have been to one that has been hijacked.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, okay. So never mind.
I don't know. I mean, fine. It doesn't matter one way or the other.
No,
I'm
it
saying.
does matter. If you were saying, I've never been to.
I've never been to one that has not been.
Okay, yeah.
So I've never been to a straight auction.
Okay. All these people had said they've been to a straight auction, but you said you have not been to a straight auction.
Right.
But he has been.
Yeah.
The
No.
very first.
I know,
thing-
but
okay.
he's telling the truth. You're not
Right,
lying.
right.
Okay, yeah. Archer, okay, never mind. So
So, I take it
Archer's
all
like, yeah, Archer goes, he doesn't say that. He's like, you kind of blushes. It's like,
Yeah.
well, yeah, okay, sure. Before I got into academics, I had to make ends meet, and well, I'm not proud, but you got to work your way up to get the funding for your research.
Sure.
He's lying about that too.
Yeah. I think that our checkered past is what those colorful stories are the fun part of it. Getting to know each other like this. I think if we don't play the game honestly, it's not as much fun. Do you agree, Kaylin?
Yes, I agree. And Archer goes, I'll go next.
Okay.
Archer goes, never have I ever not published an academic paper.
What is the whole double negatives?
Because it starts with never,
Yeah.
so that's hard.
So never have I ever published a.
So pretty much you're saying I have
He has
published,
published
an
a
academic thing.
Yes,
And-
I've not published an academic paper, so I will put my fingers down.
Okay. And everyone else, actually, Sonia hasn't either, but
Okay.
everyone else says they have.
Yep, including Kaylin.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Archer's like, you say you're a doctor, but you
Correct.
haven't. How can you be a doctor without publishing an academic document?
Field studies, my friend.
Usually there is even a report that goes along with that.
Well, the report's made, but most peer-reviewed institutions are not interested in my work. It's controversial, and some think it beneath the field of study. However, I'm fully immersed in goblin culture, and I'm fascinated by them. I watch goblins literally every day.
How odd. But I guess so. And Bill goes next.
Uh-huh.
Bill's like, never have I ever went by a false name.
Oh, yeah. No, I will own up to that one.
So you say you went by a false name?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you put a finger down?
Yeah.
And let's see. Orion also says they went by a false name.
Sure.
And Billy's like, oh, really? And they ask Orion, and Orion answers truthfully,
Sure.
like by some scenario, whatever, not really, necessary for this conversation. But then Billy turns to you, is like, what have you went by as a false name before? Is it right now?
Oh, goodness, no. I'm again, like Archer, I'm a little embarrassed to admit this, but at one point I sought the company of ladies of the evening and felt that my reputation would have been damaged had I used my real name. So,
Smart. Don't want to sully your academics by doing illegitimate things in some people's eyes.
but clearly not illegal, just
No.
some moralists among us might see it differently.
Yes. And so they go around and other people
Yeah.
ask very benign nevers.
Yeah.
Never have I ever kissed a goblin. Does Ior put his finger
Yeah,
down?
I've never kissed a goblin.
Yeah, that's true. And it hasn't.
Vez doesn't know what love is.
It's true.
Poor Vez.
Let's move on to, I guess, Nux.
Next room.
All right. Roll a d6.
Am I at all making my way towards the compass beep?
I was wondering if you were.
I was kind of thinking about it.
Okay.
So can I finagle that direction and
Yeah,
still loot?
sure. And roll d6, yeah.
Okay. I got 6.
Oh,
6. So you come to a room that it's probably more like a parlor.
Okay.
So it's really nice. It has like nice tea sets and other nice things. And they're in the middle, and on this table, standing up perfectly in a very large bell jar, is this umbrella.
Cool. Like a Beauty and the Beast bell jar? Like
But
with
very
the
tall
rose
because it
in?
has to
Yeah.
fit the umbrella.
Okay. Does anything look off? I don't know what.
You can roll study if you want to.
Survey?
Or sure, either one.
Is there a consequence if I roll?
Yes, for this there would be.
Fuck it. I'll just take it.
Okay. You take it.
Okay.
Write it down. It's the
Penumbral umbrella?
Yeah.
Mhm.
And we'll say you start making your way still a little bit.
Mhm.
All right, back to the bathroom.
One load, 2 load, 3 load, 4 load.
It could be whatever. One load's probably fine.
Okay. I'll keep moseying.
Yeah. So let's go back to the restroom. So guns holstered.
Yeah, everybody's
Tense.
chilling. Everybody's chilling.
But it's
Yeah,
super
it's a little
tense.
tense. But everybody's being cool.
Being cool.
Be cool.
In vomit.
In vomit.
Is he with you? Like motioning to DeMarco.
He's always with me. But
Is there anyone else here with you as well then? Besides your wife?
my wife? Is that what she says?
She's like, I know your wife's out there.
Where?
Out.
Try to play dumb
Yeah,
here.
out.
It's not hard.
Yeah.
It really isn't hard to
Yeah,
be.
she's like, you know, out there, Dr. Clangley.
Does she know that that was Dr. Clangley?
She overheard it. She could have easily, because she's in the middle.
My wife's not a doctor.
Well, you're not Horace, but today
Excuse you. You don't know me.
I know you more than you probably think.
When's my birthday?
When is your birthday?
I'm not telling you.
No, out of character.
Oh,
DeMarco's like rolling his eyes so hard at this little argument over
Right.
this.
He's ready to pull the guns again.
Jesus Christ.
it's January 50th.
She says that.
Fuck. Who are you?
She's like, that doesn't matter right now.
Yes, it does.
I'm on a special mission right now, and I don't need you getting in my way.
For what?
Get in my way. Get in my way.
Okay.
Horrible.
This is like a child.
Yeah,
It does matter. Pull.
Go ahead and roll some kind of skill to get some information out of her. I'm not sure which.
What do
Sway
you-
or consort, probably.
I have nothing in anything.
Yeah,
So,
roll two,
Two or push yourself for one.
nope, I'm just going to roll 2 and see what happens. Well, I got a 6 and a 2, so I take
Oh.
a 2.
So she's like, you don't need to know. You should leave right now and not get in my way. And this is your last warning.
Is she wearing cargo shorts? Or something that I could steal stuff off of her?
Sure.
Like, because I want to know who she is.
Yeah.
I wanted something that, like,
Well, you do notice that her shirt area that was all buttoned up is now like open and shows her guns and some other stuff in there.
is there, okay, all right. What is DeMarco doing at this time? Because right now, when she says that, he Vez just squints really,
Right,
and it's just like sizing her up kind
Right.
of thing.
Yeah, I'm like, this argument has got me like at my last straw, and I'm about to just wreck stuff in this bathroom like the last time I was in the bathroom.
I'd be okay with that.
So what I'm gonna fucking do? I'm gonna jump this girl.
Oh, okay. So yeah, they're like Lyra and Vez are like squinting, like staring off, like, "Boo-boo," and you're just like, ah!
Yeah, I guess. Can I try finesse something off her? I only got 1 in finesse, but
You
I was
need
going to
to-
finesse. I'll grapple her first.
Yeah, I'd probably just start that.
Okay. Yeah. I'll
Don't worry.
start the grapple.
Yeah, so skirmish or brawl? I always forget what's the
It would be a
difference.
Well, there is no brawl. It's all it's skirmish.
Okay, skirmish.
There's a skirmish and then there's prowl.
Oh, okay.
skirmish is what you
Skirmish.
want.
And this will be desperate
Desperate.
because you saw how fast she moved.
Right. Because she's a quick draw.
Yep.
Come on. I got a 5, 4, 3. 5, 4, 4, 3.
All right, so you definitely do it. You get her like wrapped up, but she definitely was really freaking quick.
Yeah.
Like even for the kind of motion that she has to do, I bet she like put her hand in and like turned it sideways just in time. It's like, oof.
Mm-hmm.
But because her arm was not forward, you still like wrapped her up. But you'll take it's really close. So level 2
Can you
harm
persist?
of Yeah, we'll get to that. I'm
Okay.
just saying the thing. It's level 2 harm of like pierced or not. I don't know what shot.
Yeah.
It went into your leg because you're taller and she's didn't get a full extension.
But I would basically just have like, I would have the harm, but I wouldn't have the negative effect, right?
Right, because you need 2.
Because I have like 1 nauseated, and then I'll have like 2 grazed.
Right. Or
Did
shot.
you say grazed?
I said
Or
shot.
Yeah,
Because
okay, yeah.
it
just shot you.
She
Flesh
just
wound.
Sure, flesh
A
wound.
flesh wound. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
It doesn't hit anything vital, but it still hit me.
Yeah, in your leg. Yeah. You're like, that did not feel good. So you could use armor or you could resist if you wanted to.
How do you resist the bullet? Yeah, I flex so hard the bullet just doesn't go in.
Could.
It will each of these will just reduce the down to a level 1 unless you pretty much do
No,
armor and resist.
I'll resist because I got 4 to fucking resist. No, I got 5 to fucking resist because
Okay.
of +1.
Okay.
And then like if I get 2 6s, this reduces stress.
Right.
You know, that's where's the
doing.
downside? you
Yeah.
know? I got 6.
Okay, you got 6.
So I just
So
get
0 stress.
0 stress and I resist it.
Yeah. So you wrap her up and somehow you what the fuck?
Like I said, I just flex so hard. The
Yeah.
bullet does, it's a little pea shooter to me. It's
Oh,
like
yeah,
a
probably.
baby gun.
Right. She used her small caliber.
Use your small baby gun
Yeah.
to try to shoot me. That was your first mistake. Use your baby gun to try to shoot me. You know,
Yeah.
for babies.
But yeah, you got her wrapped up, and now it is risky position instead of desperate. Take a XP for your desperate.
Whoa, yeah.
What do you do, Vez?
While that happens,
As they're starting to tussle.
I'm going to try to take stuff off of her.
Okay.
Get the gun belt off.
Yeah, exactly.
Disarm her, so to speak.
That's finesse,
She's
correct?
an 8 clock.
I'm going to roll 2.
Yep.
Well, when she goes to
Yep.
turn to do it, like that's
you're
when
just
it's
trying to-
undo her belt and stuff. So
Yep.
I rolled a 5 and a 1.
A 5 and a 1. So yeah, you do it. It was risky standard. So yeah, you like whip off her belt, and let's see, there's probably like 6 guns that are on her belt.
Holy shit.
And so you're like, "Poof." But as you pull it off, there's other stuff strapped to her body, and you kind of like graze yourself on some like a letter opener dagger, and it had poison on it.
No.
And it'll be a level 2 poisoned unless you choose to resist.
I'm going to choose to resist. What do you want me to roll to resist it?
Prowess or resolve.
Prowess.
All right.
I have 1, 2, 3 pips in prowess.
All right, so this is
Plus
tough.
my
1 to resist. Yeah.
yeah.
So you're toughing it out.
Oh shit. 6, 2, 1,
Okay.
and 2.
0 stress. And so yeah, you're able to shake it off as well, but you're like, oh fuck, like
All that meat blood inside of me right now.
yeah. And she starts screaming.
Cover her
her
mouth.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. Do I either punch her or do I just smother
It's
her?
up to you.
It's up to you.
What does DeMarco do? Just be your character.
Suplex. I don't know if I have enough room for a suplex.
Yes, you do.
We'll just say I do.
Okay.
Let's say I do. I
All right.
suplex her.
Suplex is where you turn them upside down.
It's
Yeah.
where, it's where you're, because I'm like, imagine you,
Yep.
the way you described her, I'm behind her. I just straight up,
Okay.
you know. and
Yeah, so
like,
to drive her head to like
yeah, I
knock her
arc
out.
my back so
Yep.
that it smashes her head. You know.
All right, risky standard.
Okay, risky standard.
Skirmish.
Skirmish. Let's go. That's
Oh.
a 6, a 5, 5, and a 4.
All right, so yeah, you bring her down and like
Yeah, I just straight up suplex her into the tile or whatever.
Yeah.
I guess it smacks the back of her head, but
yeah, and she like stops screaming for a second.
Yeah.
She's like, "Fuck!" Like
yeah. I mean, that's suplexing.
yeah,
feels like-
no, and she's kind of like I guess you can't see her. Vez could probably see her head now, and like there's blood starting to come out of her mouth and stuff like that.
Oof.
Woo.
Yeah.
You guys are vicious.
Yeah, what do you do, Vez?
She's being crushed.
Just being.
Yeah, she's almost totally crushed.
I want the dagger off of her.
Okay,
I would keep stealing stuff off of her.
okay,
So finesse again?
sure. Just wondering how.
Can she do anything to fight back now?
Just wondering how to defeat her. Okay, yeah, go ahead and do finesse. Go ahead and
5 and 1.
5 and 1.
What else do I get off of her?
Were you going for the dagger or something else?
I mean, I'm trying to find.
The document that tells who she is.
Yeah,
Okay.
essentially,
So
like
that's
the
how you
idea.
can, okay. No, that's how. I'm just wondering, like, fictionally, how to defeat her. And I think I know how it'll defeat her that way.
Yeah.
Okay. So she's like all fucked up, and like you're going through, and you pull out this small little dark green like folio.
Okay.
And she's like, fuck, no, don't. And you open it up, and it has, what's her real name?
Oh, shit, I never came up with her real
Yeah,
name.
like Lyra is not her real name.
Matilda. Kidding.
Can we go with Stella something?
Ooh, yeah. Stella Silverscar, Special Agent SSU, or the Special Sorcery Unit.
What the heck? Ooh, Beryl's gonna love this.
No, don't. I'm begging you, please.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Please don't.
Yes.
I guess we'll come back to that in a little bit.
At this point, I guess I would like to go up to Cameron, like at the end of the table.
Yeah.
And just kind of lean over and whisper into his ear.
Oh, okay.
And say, you don't recognize me. You don't remember who I am. But you appointed me to make sure that this night and this auction worked and were not interfered with. And I have it on very, very good authority. Most of the people here are not here for legitimate reasons.
It's just sway, right?
Yeah, it's just this way, working from the knowledge that he forgets things and doesn't remember.
Oh, smart.
I don't think he forgets things and doesn't remember. I think he's a bunch of clones.
I would agree with that.
Maybe.
Standard limited.
Okay. I would like to push myself.
Okay, for
Yeah,
greater effect or
Well,
more die?
yeah, I mean, I'm already scratched and bruised, so I am full up on level 1 harm, so I am at less effect right now.
Oh, okay, yeah. So that
So I
would
would-
be almost 0 effect. Then,
Yeah.
yeah.
So I
so-
will push myself to make that happen.
So back up to lesser, pretty much. Okay.
And I assume this is a sway?
Yep.
5, 3, 3, 1. How much of that nonsense in the bathroom could we hear down here?
You could hear everything from
The amulet.
the amulet. That's
Yeah, but I mean, like the gunshot and the smashing and
far
all.
enough. Not from your ears.
Okay.
The gunshot was muffled by DeMarco's body.
Yeah, kinda. Yeah.
Thank goodness it was a
Because
baby
he
gun.
closed it in and it was just like so freaking
Yeah.
close.
It's a meat silencer.
Pretty much
Right.
like
Right.
I think you say this when they're announced like we're about to start the auction and
Yeah,
it kind of starts.
yeah.
That's when you kind of
Yep.
and he whispers back into your ear.
That's okay. The entire
No.
auction is a trap
No,
anyway.
no, it's not. It's like I wasn't aware, but thank you. Make sure no one goes into the basement.
Will do.
And I'm going to advance the clock.
Yeah.
All right, so yeah, let's do that scene. So as everyone's getting up, so pretty much after you guys have ate, you guys actually got to enjoy all the courses, and it's really good.
Yeah.
And pretty much Cameron's just like, oh, we shall start the auctioning now, and you know the stuff, and let's all split up. Hopefully we can catch the rest in the restroom. Let's split up, and we'll dip you amongst the rooms, and we'll start the auctions.
Okay.
I shall take the lot here, and Kaylin, can you please go get the rest? And she's like, yeah. And so, how many are there? There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 5. Cameron's like, you do not all need to be in the same room. I highly suggest you don't just spread out amongst yourselves. And he like walks you around, and he's like saying where all these rooms are. And Reba and Toombs go in the same room. Jazz and Starcher go in the same room. Kimber and Orion go in the same room. Sonia goes in a room by herself. Bill and Archer go with Iora. You end up in the warm stone room, Tombs, and you end up in the Tana Spirit Cage with Bill and Archer. And then the other people go in other places. And so I'll just move. I'll just do it now.
Yeah. I mean, if I have at all any kind of opportunity, I will I will speak into the amulet.
Yeah, you probably will. You're transitioning. You have time to.
Yeah, to just basement. Target is in the basement. Target is in the basement.
Does anyone else say anything into the amulets about Kaylin?
Yeah, sure, absolutely. Yeah, Kaylin is headed to the restroom to get the rest, which is where the restroom is. So you might get the hell out of there if you're in there. I don't know where anybody is, but it sounds like it sounded echoey, like it was a white tiled room.
So question.
Yeah.
we have Lyra suplexed in here.
Yeah,
And she's upset because I have this information now.
Yeah.
She's not going to let me just go.
she's distraught. You've defeated her. Because you have a leverage, like immense leverage on her.
Right.
Yeah.
Can we tie her to a toilet?
God.
I think it'd be best not to raise suspicion, and if she's coming to the bathroom to find us and she finds someone tied to the toilet, it'll be very alarming.
Well, if she comes to get us, can we just throw her out a window?
There's no window in the
Damn
bathroom.
it.
I mean,
I
to
was
be
gonna say-
to be fair, she's in a busted up restroom, bleeding and with puke all over the place.
I can't go to the auction because I'm sick. And then my babysitter needs to stay with me.
I was going to say something like that, and then that Lyra has to stay because she's been thrown up on and we don't know if she's caught. We have to quarantine the whatever.
So what happens?
Yeah, I haven't got to you guys, but I was just letting them give you a heads up before we go back to you guys
Yeah, yeah.
with
All
Caitlin.
right.
But let's do Nux.
So I know Kaylin's coming around people up.
Yeah.
I've clearly stolen one of these auction
Yeah.
items. Well, I hear the basement sounds interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Basement sounds interesting, but I want to. I feel like my compass will lead me there eventually.
Probably.
It'll either lead me to the crystal or it'll lead me to the basement.
Mhm.
It will lead me to the crystal eventually.
Right.
So I'll keep doing that. Super sneaky like.
So you're just going pretty much for the basement along.
I would assume.
All right.
Yes.
So yeah, you get to you're like, luckily you're stealthy and the cape and all that kind of stuff. You're getting like you can hear people coming around the turns as they're being dispersed, but you could come to a door that's locked.
Okay. Find lockpicks.
Okay. So it'll be a great effect.
Great effect. And can I prowl this lock?
No,
Okay.
it's
Finesse?
Finesse,
Actually,
and it's going to be I think controlled great effect right now.
Can you tinker the lock?
I'm going to take 2 stress
I think
and
Finesse is better for him probably.
shift into the ghost field
Okay.
and become insubstantial and go through the door.
Oh, yeah, you can do that.
Boom. Nice.
Under actions, under Tinker, it does say to disable a trap, pick a lock, or crack a
Okay.
So that's cost me 2 stress,
Right,
which
and-
I was just going to use to push myself.
Yeah.
So it's like,
And it's only for a really short time because you didn't add any of those modifiers.
no.
So
But I can use it more than once.
Right,
It's just,
right. But
yeah.
you pretty much were like, and you come back.
I just
to-
like,
yeah.
I figure maybe I finger the crystal or something.
Yeah, totally. And yeah, so you get into the basement. It's dark, of course, but there's torches that are
I'm in the basement.
ever burning torches, so there's no heat. Like you notice as you're walking by them.
Nice.
You go down like 3 staircases that are just kind of spiraling a little, and you come to this gigantic room.
Dumb question.
Yeah,
How many torches are we talking?
I like 4.
I take them all. So it's dark down here?
Well, it's dark in the staircase.
Oh.
Yeah.
Because there's probably light down there too.
Yeah. You come to this very large room, and there's just like all this, you could say science in quote, but it's all magical science equipment all around and stuff. And you see Kaylin and Cameron down there. Actually, you see 4 Kaylins and Camerons down there.
That's about right.
And they have all these weird, they're doing a whole bunch of experiments, but you see them in the middle of all this kind of equipment. In the middle is this big two big metal rectangles, you could say, that are standing up, and there's a hole in the top of each one of them.
Oh, this looks possible.
Uh-huh.
Is it what I think it is? Is it the molds
Yes.
from...
Yeah, they're
Evil Is?
molds. Yeah.
Oh,
The what?
shit.
What was the one we ended up with? The gnome mold? And something else?
No.
I think I was carrying 2 of them around.
Yeah. So, yeah.
But it's the
There's
same.
still more out there.
Yes.
Yeah. You guys have
The elf one?
the elf one and the
And the-
half-orc one.
The shitty half-orc.
Yeah.
They could have picked a better
They could have
half-orc.
picked a better half-orc, but
Yeah, whatever.
But yeah, they're in the middle. You see, like, there's these big vats that are like getting rolled close to the molds, and you see one of the Kalins holding the crystal of Kaze in like I don't know what those are. Tongs, pretty much.
Okay.
And you see 2 of the other Kalins like opening up one of the molds. They're probably opening up the elf mold.
What are the mechanics of the sack? How are we working this? I make it a 2 and see how well I do?
Yeah, so they are a gang. If you wanted to target all of them, you're going to have to push yourself to begin with. Because there's multiple. So in these kinds of systems, there's,
Right.
a large gang, a small gang, stuff. They are a gang. So you would not be able to target all of them without pushing yourself to begin with.
How many are down here?
8.
There are
Kaylin's and
4 of each.
4 of each.
Are they clothed? Are they naked?
And then
Probably close.
the group is the 10.
Yeah.
So the 8 down there plus 2 equals 10.
It's because there are 10 molds and they're making clones. Clones in quotes. But it could be a slightly
one of
weirder
the-
mechanics.
One
Except
of them
for
was
a couple of their molds have disappeared.
Right.
Like, one of them is a Metzberg mold, apparently.
There are only 2 boxes down here, though.
There are 2 molds down here.
2 molds down here.
Half orc and
Elf.
elf.
I.e.
7 foot tall elf and a 4.5 foot tall or half orc.
They weren't that much of an artist when they were doing this.
Good job,
Whoever made
Amber.
this.
You're welcome.
But that's why it's the House of the Undying too.
I think I will retreat, like walk backwards up the stairs,
Okay.
keeping an eye out.
All right.
And once I get near the top or something like that, I will say, "Crystal's in the basement. Has crystal, man. Fuck.
Can I hear this?
Many Kalins and Camerons need science stuff. This is bad."
In Goblin over the amulet is what's her face right on the floor?
Lyra's conscious, but you
Yeah,
can talk.
I can. She doesn't understand
Yeah,
Goblin.
no,
Well, I mean,
she doesn't.
What are you talking about?
there's a fuck ton of people walking around down here that all look just like the house. I think they're cranking out people.
They're cranking people, huh?
Crank it out.
There's like 8 people down here right now.
Okay.
I bet the next time I go down there, there's like 40. I don't know.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna try and unlock
From the inside. Yeah, you could unlock it from the inside. Yep. Yep.
the door to the basement's unlocked. I just need someone to come down here and help me deal with this.
I was right. Doppelgangers, bitches.
We're not right at all.
All right.
They're eating gems. All right. Well, you guys heard Goblin all of a sudden. over
Yeah.
here.
You translate that in front of Lyra?
Not in front of Lyra.
Oh, I wish I would have understood Goblin.
Good.
You could.
I
don't
could.
care. You're pretty smart.
I looked at DeMarco. Can you knock her out?
I could knock her out, but I want to know. I want to know exactly what she was doing here, and what was that little thing you found on her?
It's her identification. I found out who she really is.
Okay, and how's that special?
Well, she's been playing in mahjong games and under a different name, under a gang, and she's a cop.
She's a cop. I look at her. I say, "What are you here on a special occasion or something? Undercover?"
While he's talking, I'm gonna walk over to the back of the corner of the bathroom and be like, "Hey guys, there seems to be I guess a bunch of Kalins and Camerons down in the basement, and they're pouring stuff into boxes and stuff. There's 8 of them. Nux needs our help." Okay, so then you can get
Yeah,
talking
and
to
so
her.
Lyra is just like, I was on assignment to intercept this crystal that seems to be causing issue. We don't understand. So it's a magic item that needs to be becoming under control and investigated. And
So she's with a special magic unit.
yes, she's the special sorcery unit.
Okay.
And we've been hearing reports about bodies flying off throughout the city, and there's something going on with the Vanguard, and there's a lot going on.
While she's mumbling and whatever. I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, yeah, whatever. And I manacle her till whatever. It's
Sure, yeah.
some pipage that
Yep.
makes it hard for her to get out.
Yep.
So yeah, I'll have to bust out my manacles.
Yep, just use
and
them. Yep.
I think those are free items.
You end up
Can't
locking
use
a lot of coppers up. and
Yeah,
stuff in
it is.
bathrooms.
Useful.
Yeah, it's useful. I'm like, well, you stay here and service it. And, I just say you stay here.
Yeah.
Well, you'll stay here.
Did you lock her up so she's still in the puddle of vomit?
No, I just.
She's
left
like,
her
wait,
somewhere.
I could help you.
Oh, you're doing just fine, right where you are.
You are cold.
Tusk pokes his bullet hole.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Okay, sure.
I guess we're gonna. Can we? I don't know how far close the Kalen is.
So I was going to say,
Imagine we're
you hear a knock
can-
on the door, and I can say Lyra's out of the shot. You could say,
Well, I was gonna say, if Vez could lead an action of prowl, and we wait as soon as she opens the door and comes in, and then we sneak out right behind her.
could
kind
do
of
that, too.
like a quick swap.
Could that be a me and you like group action?
Yeah,
That's what I meant.
Okay, yeah, you can do
Use
that.
either a group action or like you lead or it could be a group
Yeah, you can
action.
totally do that. Yeah, go ahead. So you
Because I only got like a one.
Yeah, so you guys are pretty much going to go into the first watershed, put Lear in the second watershed, have the door open.
Yeah,
kind of
yeah.
thing. Yeah. So go ahead. So yeah, you hear Caitlin knock, and like no one answers. You hear her walking. You see her feet, underneath,
Yeah.
and she goes to the second stall, and she's like, "What?" And so now
We
is
sneak out.
Yeah, so I have 3 in prowl.
yeah. So group, you both roll though.
Okay.
Ooh, not good.
What'd you get?
3, 3, 1.
I got a 1. I got a 1.
You both take, or you take 2 stress and you fail.
We slip on the puke.
God damn my sensitive stomach.
So take 2 stress, and as you're going, you slip on the puke, and Kaylin turns around. She's like, "What is going on here? You did this to her. Why?"
I didn't do it to her. She did it to me. No, I'm sorry.
And then she's like, "You must have done it then."
Me?
Yes.
Me? I didn't puke all over the floor.
You
What?
lost.
She's not an archaeologist.
Lear's like, and they're not whatever the fuck they think
I
they
am
are.
a goblin. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I guess at this point I would probably just throw. But no, I probably wouldn't throw a punch. I don't know. Shoot.
I thought you said throw up at first.
It's my turn now.
Oh God.
What is this teamwork you have? You throw up on demand.
Gosh.
Hey. Oh God. I want to run away so bad right now.
And you're-
How do these doors work? Are the bathroom doors?
push out.
Oh, so they're just push?
You could
There's not
why-
a door now. There's not a door handle or
on the watersheds. There's a door handle.
Yeah, but what about the actual?
Okay, sure. There could be a door handle.
Okay,
Okay.
I put never throw down. The shit escalates and things are escalating pretty fast.
So you're gonna be like, "Fuck it."
Let's go.
Go.
And then I will since I tried to lead a group action. Can I try to pull DeMarco out of the bathroom?
And that's up to him.
Yeah, I can,
What are you gonna do, but DeMarco? You feel
I
Bez
don't.
pull you,
I
but
do not like to run from these kind of confrontations.
God damn, we have conflicting instincts.
Conflicting instincts, definitely.
you can both get. You can run away and you can fight.
Yeah, that's probably what's going to go down.
Trap her in here.
I'll say. I'll look at Vez and say, I'll keep her distracted. And then that's when I guess.
We'll cut to you.
cut
So
back to
Bez,
that.
you
Vez
start
makes a run
running.
for
For the
it.
basement. For the basement.
Okay, so
Covered in
we'll
puke
get you.
and everything.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my God.
Who wants to go Tombs or Iora? Which one?
Toombs, do you have anything?
I was going to say at this point, I will excuse myself from my vampire companion.
Yes. Let's see what Reba feels like. Okay, how do you excuse her? What's going on? Because you guys are looking at the stone. I don't know what Reba thinks about this.
I'm sorry. Apparently, I must go to the bathroom.
What?
Are you just not rolling anything, or are you going to roll something?
No, I'm going to the bathroom. I'm not lying. I'm heading to the bathroom.
So you're actually heading to the bathroom?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I will excuse myself. Pardon me. I hope to see you again sometime.
Reba tips they curtsy, right? Yeah, they curtsy and go back to looking at the stone.
Yes. I wasn't interested in this.
Yeah.
one.
So
I guess I'll head towards the bathroom.
yeah, I'm just gonna push you there. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to uncork one of my drown powders.
Uh-huh.
And because I can hear all this.
Right. Just between those two. Yeah.
Yes. But I get the sense something bad is going on. I will open the door to the bathroom.
You walk by Vez as Vez is.
I will nod to Fez. Things going well, I see.
And you walk into see Kaylin, or you see DeMarco's back, and then Kaylin, and then like some legs on the ground.
I would like to use my drown powder
Yep.
on her.
All right. Give me
I don't know what it would be to.
are you throwing it pretty much?
Well, it is a dust,
Right.
so I don't really a fine dust that incapacitates by giving the sensation of drowning.
Oh man, that's a horrible
Yeah,
thing.
that's really bad. Are you smashing, throwing?
I leave it up to you to tell me what I need to do here. I don't know.
Is it prowl?
I have a couple. I did put some points in prowl.
Yeah, I think it's prowl then,
Prowl is
because it's like a range kind of thing. Yeah, ambush. Yeah, go ahead.
Yep, I'm just gonna try and ambush her with the drown.
This is probably risky standard.
And I had forgotten that I had 2 levels of level 1 harms,
Okay.
so I am less effective.
The risky limited.
A 1 and a 3.
Yee.
That's a big fail.
All right, so you go to throw it at her.
Is there anything I can do at this point to roll another die?
No.
Okay.
Nah.
It's
I mean, can he? Is this the kind of thing he could resist?
so yeah, you can resist the consequence that was going to happen. So let's think of the consequence.
If he's throwing it and he's behind DeMarco,
Yeah, so it's probably hits DeMarco.
it floats back into his own face,
Yeah, you could do that. Yeah.
and so he
So
can-
like you pretty much were like throwing it, but DeMarco's bigger than you are, and it must have slipped out of your hand, so it like smashes off DeMarco's back.
I'm like, what the
and,
fuck?
Yeah, but you're just like kind of poofs right back in your face. So you can
I don't like the sound of that at all.
resist with resolve or prowess, your choice.
you have a mask in your
You got a 2 resolve, right?
I'm sure he's
surgeon's mask.
Or
I
2
do.
pips.
I do.
And then you also
Plus one.
have
Yeah.
plus
Plus
1.
one.
So you got 3 dice.
A 6.
So 0 stress. Nice.
I duck.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, we have to get used to what does your resolve look like, kind of thing.
Yes.
Where you cover.
Or I could just cover my face.
Right. You duck
Yeah.
and cover.
Yeah, I throw it and I was like, bonk. Oh!
Yeah. Hey, let's do Iora then.
Okay.
Because
I
I
have a
feel like it's probably
question.
going to go real quick.
My items.
Yeah.
My class specific items here. Can I have multiples of those if my load?
How the sheet is structured, it seems like a no.
Okay, and that's fine.
Yeah.
Just wanted to make sure before I made.
Yeah.
So I'm in a room with Archer and Bill, correct?
Yes.
And Bill is a halfling.
Bill's a gnome, Archer's a halfling.
There's some real heavy hitters here.
This is the half elf.
Yeah.
Let's take Archer. I will pull him aside
Uh-huh.
and say, I think our real target's in the basement. If you can get Bill out of the picture, we can go down and get our real prize.
Okay. Go ahead and sway, right?
Are your buddies with Archer?
Or
I don't know. I mean, I'll take sway.
yeah, I think it's a sway.
Jeez. 4-3-2-2.
Well,
think-
4 is a success.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a
shit.
It's risky standard. So you're saying let's take out Bill. Okay. Yeah. Archer's like sounds good, like kind of thing.
Yeah.
And how do you just real general like how do you take down Bill, you and Archer?
I'd like to be able to just grab him and tie him up, like gag him.
Oh, so you both are like, "Hwah!"
Yeah, and just like stuff a sock in his mouth and like gag him and,
Yeah.
and bound him.
Sure, yeah. Bill is like
Kinky.
as you guys
Is it kinky?
Yeah.
as you're both like wrapping it up, Bill's like, "You both are fucking liars!" As you like shove
Yeah,
the sock in
right.
his mouth, and then you're probably the one tying him up, and then you hear a click, and you turn around, and Archer has a gun to you.
Archer or Starcher?
Archer.
There's an Archer.
Starcher is the only good person in this whole fucking place. That was
Aw.
Pretty good.
yeah.
I'm a good person.
Well, but
Yeah.
and so yeah, that was your complication. And it's like, and Archer's like, and you're a motherfucking liar too,
Okay.
as if he had the same ability as you.
Yeah. Yeah.
They both did.
I'll just walk away. I'll walk for the basement.
All right, he shoots you.
Okay.
Level 2.
My flashback.
Okay.
Where I'll go back to my flashback
Okay.
where I disarmed his gun,
okay. So
emptied the chamber.
all right, roll Tinker.
when you pulled him aside.
Yeah. Right. Tinker, huh?
Could be finesse.
Or
Yeah, can I
either
finesse
one.
and-
Yeah,
yeah.
sure, either one.
All right. This isn't gonna work.
Oh, it's a
Nope,
one.
that's a one.
is correct.
Totally
That is
didn't
not
work. I
going
got
to work.
shot the shit.
So yeah, and it's a level 2 harm of punctured.
Damn.
Do you
That
want to do a
stinks.
resolve? Or do you want to resist with armor and?
Yes,
Or
let's
strength.
resist with
You can't
arm.
It'd be double armor or one single resist.
Can he resist it down to no harm?
So since you had a complete failure, you would have to do 2 things to bump it from 2 to 0.
Okay, so you mean like expel?
An armor and a result, or 2 armor, or an armor and a resist.
Okay, so that would be the armor and the heavy armor. Okay, or an armor and a resolve.
Yeah.
Or
Prowess.
Yeah, you
okay,
do that, Marine.
yeah. So let's do that because burn 1 armor and then resist. Resisting with this with resolve, which
With prowess.
with prowess. Okay,
Still,
cool.
still same thing.
Same thing. I get 3 plus the extra die, and this better be good.
Oh, there you go.
There, Whew. Got a 6.
All right, so 0 stress. So what's the armor that you had on Underneath your Sherlock Holmes.
Yeah. No, underneath that, like on the backside of that coat,
Yeah.
there was actually like a metal plate.
Yeah.
Like so that I could sit and it would guard my lower back. A guy in my trade would get shot in the back a lot.
My God.
Stabbed in the back.
Yeah, stabbed in the back, shot in the back. And so yeah, it
So yeah, go
totally played that way.
Yeah, you're like, ooh, but so then what do you do now?
Now I'm running.
Okay. Yeah, Archer will wait.
Revolvers aren't a thing. Woohoo!
Okay, yeah, they're not. Or if they are, there's like one of them. Okay, yeah. So you start running towards the basement. Okay, so let's go back to the bathroom scene real quick, and then because you're going towards the basement.
Yes.
Yeah, I look at Tim's and go, what the fuck? And then,
I'm not good at this sort of thing.
and I'm like, I didn't expect you to be. And then I guess I take a swing at
Kaylin.
Kaylin. Yeah.
Her. Is it her?
Her.
Yeah, I just take a big swing on her. Whatever. Fists. Fight in the bathroom. What's that?
A 4.
That's a 4. That's a
got
6. Yeah. So I get her.
You got her. So yeah, you clock her, and she just
Yeah, I just send her flying into a wall.
yeah, and she just crumples.
Just crumples.
Yep.
Is it?
Yep.
Okay.
Not everyone has to be a clock.
All right.
Especially with a 6, you just and she just
Also,
crumples.
because there's 8 more of her downstairs.
Yeah.
And that's the clock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's hope they don't have
Yeah.
a psychic link.
I know the
True.
goblin wouldn't like me if I let Lyra loose, but honestly, it sounds like we got a lot of people to deal with, and the more people we have to help would cause distractions for us that we can. I don't know.
However, if we unlock her, she's after the same thing we are.
If she's with the
And she did shoot you.
Who are we trying to help right now? Anyways,
You're just
doing
trying
this
to
for-
retrieve the crystal.
We're retrieving the crystal for who?
Vanguard of Light.
Vanguard
but
of
it's
Light.
supposed to be secret. You're not supposed to tell people that you're doing that.
I know, but if she's with the Vanguard of Light,
She's not.
She's not.
She's not.
She's with the SSU.
Yeah.
She's with. Oh, that's right. Never mind.
Different branch of cops.
Dad was.
Well, then fuck
part
it.
of
I'll
the-
see if we're locked up.
Yeah.
I thought
Yeah.
that if we let her loose, it would be like favor. But,
No.
Yeah, then we
but I'm pretty sure leaving her locked up will be a detriment to either way. We're
Right.
getting
With a busted up set of ribs and an exploded kidney.
And
Yeah.
fucked up mouth.
She's probably gonna have a migraine. when
I
she
could
wakes
give her.
up, too.
I could give her a drown powder.
Yeah.
Yeah, you already tried that.
She's already out. She's probably just
already
happy to be
done.
sitting
Yes.
down.
We're going to be
She's
lucky
already-
if she doesn't drown in her own blood.
She won't drown, but she is done.
Yeah.
Unless you explicitly say, I kill her. She is not going to die, but she is definitely out. Like, not unconscious, but her will to continue.
Yeah, she's done. She's
Yeah.
just happy to be
She's
sitting.
broken.
Yeah, she's broken, exactly. All right, so you two start going towards the basement.
Yeah, I start heading towards the basement.
So she's pretty fucked up, huh?
Which one?
The
Lyra? Yeah.
Yeah, Lyra's pretty
I mean,
fucked
she
up.
got a pretty good smack to her noggin if it was a
Yeah.
suplex and whatnot. So
Mm.
she's like, whoa, you're saying she was bleeding and all that?
She's
shit?
bleeding from the mouth, yeah.
I don't feel right just leaving her here bleeding.
Jesus Christ. Oh, we just.
Yeah, it's like DeMarco's running for the door and Toombs says that under his breath. DeMarco's just like, fuck.
But do you,
I can't.
do you just run?
No, I can't just leave like that either. I
Oh,
guess if
okay.
Toombs.
No, I'll
Toombs-
meet you downstairs.
No, I'll stay here with Toombs. And,
Jesus, I needed an intercept on the way to the basement.
oh yeah.
You still have those.
I'll be like, you got this, Toombs. Then.
I think so. She seems to be chained up.
Yeah.
So
I'm
you
talking
get
over.
XP and yeah, you tender, right?
Yeah, I'll tinker with her.
Yeah,
Tinker
you don't have to roll, but yeah, you're following
Gross.
your belief, which is great.
Yeah, I told.
Do you say anything to her as you're...
You're in bad shape. I think you might consider surrendering earlier.
They were... Do you know them?
Oh, I'm acquainted, and I will, patch her up a little bit. Here, let me do this. This might hurt a bit. I'm sorry. Crunch. Snap,
Yeah.
pop.
She's like,
Like resetting her ribs or whatever.
you can't let them have that stone.
Oh, why?
It's dangerous.
Well, we know that.
You should return it for it to be safe.
Oh, that's our intention. Absolutely.
Good.
We'll all be safe.
Oh, God. And then she is horrified. Thanks for listening to Tales from Moxferry. If you liked what you heard, you can find more at geekspective.com and on Twitter at geekspective. You can also find me on Twitter at EvilDMJosh if you're interested in geeky tweets. This episode was edited by Rudy Basso. He can be reached on Twitter at Rudy Basso for all your podcast needs. If you'd like to support Tales from Moxbury, you can become a patron at patreon.com/geekspective, or write a review on iTunes instead, or just tell a friend. Thank you for listening. See you all in 2 weeks.